you've seen a better view today. What is happening, everyone? Welcome to Montana, the United States, here in Glacier National Park on a splendid day. But hey, before we got here, we came to Bozeman, Montana, did a 5-hour ride, which I'm gonna put some glimpses, and then I'll return to the wonderful, the magnificent, the beautiful Glacier National Park. So stay tuned for a couple of episodes from Northwest United States. And what better way to start this road trip through the northwest of the United States than at the Montana capital here in Helena. What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to another episode. We're gonna do some road tripping in the US. Just landed in Bozeman a few minutes ago, got the rental car and came to Helena to stay overnight here, visit a few things, and then early on in the morning on the road. So stay tuned for some pretty cool adventures. And here's a better view of the capital, Montana. Not Tony Montana, but the state of Montana. First time in Montana, actually, and it's gonna be the second time in Wyoming. So just a little brief explanation of our road trip. We will do Glacier National Park, as you have probably seen in this introductory part, but then afterward we're gonna go to a very special place, and that is Yellowstone National Park, a place that is on my bucket list, was on my bucket list ever since I was a little kid, when, yeah, funny enough, when I've seen Yogi the Bear. Although Yogi the Bear took place in Jellystone, you know, that's kind of a play on words with the national park. A lot of the Native American flags here at the Capitol, besides the United States flag and the state flag. They do have, most likely the Trump 2024 flag is here somewhere. We actually have seen quite a few of them along the way. But yeah, all the states here in the U.S., they put up the flags of the Native American tribes as well. And most long for a place that they never find. And a few more glimpses of big town Helena, guys. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. So one thing that I do not find much in Romania is Mexican food. So every time I'm in the US, the priority is to eat as much Mexican food as possible. And of course we found some Mexican food. How could we not? Look at this. It's actually a humongous burrito. Well, it may not be the greatest sunset, but it is the first sunset here in Montana, in Helena, the capital of the Big Sky state of Montana. Well, a better spot for the sunset. Look at that, the McDonald's sign, a casino sign, the American flag. Yep, this is how you end the day in Montana. Okay, we have a pretty big storm in place for us. Look at that. Man, all that lightning. Incredible. We had a spectacular sunset, but yeah, this evening is gonna be quite extraordinary as well. Leaving bright and early at 5:30 because it's gonna be a long day on the road.
I'm afraid I wake up when I die, and it is too late to climb any mountain.
A quick little stop at a gas station to fill the car up before heading towards Glacier. But I've noticed all the gas stations here do have casinos in Montana. What a beautiful sunrise. It's supposed to be a perfect day today, 26 Celsius. But we got a couple more hours to go into Glacier, so yeah, stay tuned for some more outstanding views. And here we have it, the first glimpses of the Rocky Mountains of Glacier National Park. A few more miles or kilometers, either way, and we will see some outstanding landscape.
The blood running through our core. It's best to not feel.
Oh yeah, look how gorgeous this is. And there still is snow, guys, on the top. Look at that. And finally made it to the entrance of Glacier National Park, guys. And look at this view. What better view to greet us than a splendid turquoise water with some blue skies. Enough of my face. Let me show you the outstanding nature of Glacier National Park. Guys, it's a little bit chilly here, even though we said it's gonna be around 26 Celsius. It's still only 9:30 in the morning, and the heat is not what it will be later on, but the views are and will get even more outstanding than this. We're gonna go back at the visitor center. We just stopped here for some quick glances, and we're gonna go get some some stuff from the supermarket, having for snacking along the way. We're gonna go to the bathroom and then enjoy a splendid afternoon and evening.
When it's over, I will be the greatest that you've ever seen before. And I'll say,
yep, this is how it's gonna be for the next 50 miles or so, guys. We're gonna try to do a couple of hikes, but yeah, super excited that the weather is on our side. Look at that, look at that. Yeah, we met someone at the gas station that said last week it was very smoky here. There were lots and lots of wildfires, I guess, but man, look at that. As you can tell right there, all those pine trees have been burned down at one point. But how gorgeous is this? This is raw America, guys. This is why, no matter what everyone says, the United States will always be top 3 when it comes to things to see nature-wise. And it's probably up there in my top travel destinations with Papua New Guinea and Venezuela. I mean, look at this. How could you not love this?
eternal.
So if you're in a rush and you don't have enough time to camp and explore Glacier National Park, take the Rising Sun Road right there where it says. So this is like a 50-mile road that cuts Glacier National Park into 2. You'll have some time to do some smaller hiking, 1 or 2 miles, but man, you'll get the most out of it if you follow this road. Another example right here of all the wildfires that they had in this region. Yeah, guys, I mean, the temperatures have been rising and rising each year, so a lot of the wildfires are more common where there used to be barely any. Look at these cars that they have here at the national park where they take tourists around. They're very cool. Nice. Man, look at this, the first viewing point, guys, of Lake St. Mary. How gorgeous is this? How gorgeous is it? Let me put it on wide mode so you can see everything around it. Man, it is a little bit windy. It's still a little bit chilly. The temperature has not risen yet. But look at that island right there in the middle of the lake with that pointy mountain. Man, how cool is that? How cool is that? Yeah, this is the view. These will be the views that I've been waiting for. There's actually a boat there. I didn't know you can take boat rides on St. Mary's Lake, but hey, who knows? There's so many things that you don't know until you get to a certain spot and discover it. Man, freedom. Yep, it's a busy day, guys. You can't go more than 4 kilometers or so per hour. A lot of cars on the side of the road taking pictures. I mean, how could you not stop pretty much every mile or so in order to take photos? Because it's gorgeous. But again, surprising how many trees have been devastated. Look at that. Mind-blowing. How cool is that mountain right there? Doing a little hike just so we can get more views. Still waiting for the wind to kind of slow down a little bit so I can fly the drone at least for a few minutes, because man, this is out of this world. Lots of purple flowers around the lake. We're just doing again a little hike here. We're gonna go at the hidden lake, which is not that hidden, but it's one of the most accessible and most stunning hikes that you can do if you have only one day here in Glacier. But yeah, again, the wildfires cannot avoid mentioning that. Look at that. Look at it. Insane. Absolutely insane.
That my luck's run out when things don't go to plan.
You know, I had to come and find a spot where the mountains in the background and the beautiful purple flowers are in the foreground. Man, that is just simply outstanding. Look at this at the bottom of Lake St. Mary. Man.
I kinda lose my mind. I hope it's real. This life comes around. Just keep your faith and search for the fountain.
And the first waterfall that we see in Glacier National Park, right there at the base of the Pyramid Mountain. Man, there's so many of these. Yes, the Rockies, they're part of the same mountainous chain in Colorado coming all the way to Canada, but there's something special, guys, about Glacier. Of course, the glaciers, the abundant number of glaciers. This is one. Not sure what the names are. On some of the boards they'll show you the names, but it's just fantastic, man. It's just fantastic that I'm able to come to Montana after wanting it for so many years. And when I lived in the US, never had the opportunity, right? When your priorities are not aligned, no matter what you do, you're not going to make it. So yeah, you gotta focus on things, you know, one thing at a time. Sometimes you cannot have everything at once. You might be able to have everything, but not at once. So take it as it is. Look at that, man.
Time is of the essence, the blood running through our core. It's best to not feel sorry when it's over.
And just near the road, guys, we have a spectacular waterfall. And look at that, the beautiful view of the mountain, and also a tunnel. Look at that, a tunnel. We'll be going through a tunnel here in a little bit, but decided to stop here, get some glimpses of the waterfall. Look at that. Gonna get a little bit wet, but who cares at this point? Woo!
I will be the greatest that you ever seen before, and I'll stay eternal.
just trying to find a parking spot in order to see if we can do another hike here. So based on my experience today, if you do come to Glacier for one day, go to your most wanted, most valuable spot that you think that is from your itinerary, and then do the other sightseeing. So get the first thing out of the way, because parking is gonna get horrible throughout the day.
Heard them say our best days pass us by, and most long for a place that they never find. I'm afraid I wake up when I die.
Does remind me a little bit of Tajikistan, I can say that. And although we did not get a parking spot at the Logan Pass in order to go to the hidden lake, there's still plenty of spots where you can get tremendous views. Paradise Meadows. A little bit disappointed that we could not go to the hidden lake to get some outstanding views. There were probably mountain goats there as well. A lot of people, if you look at the reviews, if you look at the things online, they said that they have seen mountain goats there. They've seen some wildlife. You know, I kind of expected that. I kind of knew that's going to be the deal, because it is in the middle of the summer. Well, towards the end of the summer. It's early August. Not sure exactly when the video is going to go up, but it's early August. It is a Saturday. So yeah, everyone is roaming. Everyone is trying to catch the terrific glimpses of Glacier National Park. I mean, the weather, you know, doesn't matter where you are. You know, if you're 5-6 hours away, people in the US, they'll drive when weather like this is forecasted. Because look at that. I mean, look at that. Yeah, it's something else.
And it is too late to climb any mountain. Time is of the essence, the blood running through our core. It's best to not feel sorry when it's over. I will be the greatest that you've ever seen before, and I'll stay.
Although we passed many times by rivers, we never got to stop because of parking spots. But found one spot here. Pretty cool. But yeah, heading back the other way towards the East Glacier, and then we're gonna go back south towards Bozeman, Livingston area. And guys, heading back, stopped at Lake McDonald. If we took a whole bunch of pictures with the McDonald's sign yesterday, might as well stop at Lake McDonald. Notice how all the trees are burnt on this side as well. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. But yeah, again, the drone situation and the parking situation, a little bit unexpected here in Glacier National Park. Definitely the first thing that I'll do when I get to the hotel in Livingston is to fix the drone. Maybe I'll fly it in Yellowstone tomorrow, or if we leave early enough, I think we can make it to Grand Teton. We did get a 1-year pass to all the national parks in the United States, so yeah, we'll see. A quick roadside stop for some gas, some coffee, and some highlights of the countryside of Montana. Gas, $3.59, guys. You gotta love it. You gotta love the gasoline in the United States. Almost half the price as in Europe. And some of the things that you see along the way road tripping in Montana. A humongous cow, and it is humongous. Look at this boy.
Big city boy.
Look at this big city boy.
Big city boy.
Man. Cow water. I really have no idea what this is, but definitely have to get one. Natural flavors.
Hey, what is happening, everyone? Rudy over here selling the nutritious, delicious, and flavorful cow water of Montana. There's no way you can go in Montana and not buy yourself some cow water. Comes in different flavors, but you'll enjoy every one of them. From Montana with love and much cow water.
And you know, all those Western movies with the little towns, well, they do exist. You know, some of them look exactly like that right here. They have a little trade post right there, a little brand bar museum, This is a little shop for breakfast, lunch, and who knows what else. But yeah, pretty cool. We gave this one lady a ride from the gas station where the cow was previously. And yeah, the town looked pretty cool. Probably, she said 200 people live here, but yeah, it looks way, way smaller. But pretty cool, pretty neat, no doubt.
Eternal.